Yeah, Mr. Bertram
Yeah.
of EU Added Block. You're doing well, you're doing well.
Thank you.
So how is the blogging business going?
The blogging business is going pretty well. There is a lot of information out there. There's a lot of content and stuff and activities that is keeping the industry booming. Yeah. But so for that part, it's really going. Yeah.
Wow, so particularly you're talking about growth in the industry. Yeah, because I for one have noticed growth in every area of the industry, the comedy, the music. The music just keeps getting better with the days. Now, not to talk of the movies, like what is actually happening now is actually a revolution.
Yeah.
Something we've been praying for and wishing for.
Seriously, like the industry is in a point that we can say the industry for a long time has been on a time bomb,
Yeah.
waiting for the appropriate moment for it to explode. And I think this is that moment that the industry is exploding. And like Can Quinto said the other time that the level that Cameroon is now in the entertainment industry, that very soon filmmakers and music
Entertainers in general.
executives will be able to make a good living out of their crafts. And I
Yeah,
think
like to drive luxurious
luxurious
cars.
cars
And
and
I
as a
can
time.
attest to that. The industry is fast moving towards that. If at all it's not already there, the industry is moving there. And now, talking about DOMAF, I see you have like
Yeah.
souvenirs from
DOMAF.
DOMAF. What's DOMAF all about? I wasn't privy to be there. I didn't have the opportunity to be there, but you were there to represent EU at the block. And so, can you tell us what DOMAF is all about?
Okay, DOMAF. DOMAF stands for Douala Music and Art Festival.
Douala
Douala
Music.
Music Art Festival.
Okay, Douala Music Arts Festival.
And
Okay.
this year they were celebrating their 10th anniversary. This is like they have been running now for 10 years.
10 years.
Yeah, but
Okay.
initially DOMAF started as Douala Hip Hop Festival.
Douala Hip Hop
It
Festival.
started as Douala Hip Hop
When
Festival.
did the change, the transition, like the
think
change in name take place?
It should be around 3 years back that
Okay.
the transition from they like to bring in other aspects of the culture.
Okay.
They changed from the Douala Hip Hop Festival to
To
Douala
music and art.
Festival.
Yes.
Yes, but we have
Okay, to be
done
all inclusive.
Yes.
Okay, so I see Jovi spearheading like in his interview he talked about doing like 10 years for DOMAF. So is he like one of the founding members of DOMAF?
Well, based on what Jovi has been saying all along, it signifies like he is part of the founders of DOMAF.
Okay.
Yeah, he was there from the start. They are the ones who are pulling the strings from behind
Okay.
to see that we have something as DOMAF.
Something Cameroonians can be proud of in terms of festivals. And talking about festivals, we have Camif and we have the Sima Fest, which just ended. So we see Cameroonians are working extremely hard to make sure we have an industry we can call our own, to boast of, like when we're talking with other Africans and other people from other countries. So now, what can you really tell us the impact this year, the DOMAF? What can you tell us like the impact?
Well, the impact of DOMAF this year the impact has been, I would say, wonderful. Like, it has brought a new a breath of fresh air into the industry, especially the music industry.
Yeah.
Especially with Jovi, with the workshop Jovi had with the producers
Oh,
and
he had a
engineers.
workshop with
Yeah,
producers
the
and
workshop
engineers.
he had with the day they did the live video with the Juice. They had it was during the workshop, the DOMAF workshop that they had with the young producers and others. So during that workshop and the live session that they did, Jovi did reveal a lot of things that has been that it has been causing a lot of conflict
Within the
within the
industry.
industry. If those he revealed a lot of things that people have been ignorant of, and and after that, you now see that people are beginning to understand the perspective of, like understand Jovi's perspective, how he
Well,
usually see and
yeah,
how he
before.
usually look at the industry in general, you know. So you like you are going to attest that after that event, many artists have been owning up, like accepting their fault and saying
Apologizing.
apologizing for many
Yes,
other
yes,
stuff.
yes. We've actually seen a couple of apologies out there. One from Magasco and other from
Mike
yeah, Mike
Monster
Monster. Is that
and Fish.
and Fish?
Yeah.
Okay. So now the question I beg to ask is the Twitter rant and stuff Jovi was doing and the video, which do you think is better? Because people could not know Jovi from his tweets. A lot of people made assumptions about him based on his tweets. But he went on live like the very first time we seen Jovi on video giving out an interview. And he was pretty clear, like speaking from his heart, everything that transpired, his point of view, not hiding, trying to paint himself to be a saint, like giving out his mistakes, everything, like where he went
Yeah.
wrong as well, and all of those assumptions, like I for one, I got to understand him better from the video.
Now, if we are talking about, if you want to compare the video he did and those tweets he usually do, from the video you have your answer there. What did he say? He said he usually tweet at times out of anger,
Yes.
like
And I like that humanity of him
maybe
putting it out there that
yes,
he does things out of
out of
anger.
anger, and
Yes, that's
after he realizes that
himself.
it was bad,
He'll go
like
and
he'll go
delete
and
the
delete
tweets.
the tweet. Things like that will not last. They can just make a buzz for a day or two and it will not last. But doing, if he goes on to do videos, like to do videos to address somebody, that video can be out there for the forever, and it's going to be like a receipt. If they want to say Jovi did this, Jovi did that, they are going to come up with that video. But since he does not want things like that, he decided to be doing his tweet. Like if someone attacks him and he sees that it is necessary for him to clap back at the person, he goes along, he does his tweet, and after some few hours or a day, he deletes it,
Yeah.
and we are over it. So with the impact, the video, like the live video that he did that day, it was more of an educative video. He was bringing light, throwing light to several dark spots that we have had in the industry for so long. So he was shedding light to these dark spots, and you see after that, everywhere is calm. There is nobody attacking him. You have not seen anybody going online to say anything or everything that Jovi said there was a lie or stuff like that. I think it was only one person. I've seen just one person, Mosina Nasako,
Nasako, yeah.
who
Try to.
tried to say like Jovi is asking Stanley Enow to give him credit for Hempe, that it was copied from
like Stanley Enow sampled his ideas.
sampled his ideas.
Yeah.
So meanwhile,
Jovi owes credit to other people.
Don Fokwat, no, he did not even talk of owes credit to other people. He said Don Fokwat is also a sample of someone else's song, and that Jovi has not given the person credit. But during the video, Jovi didn't made mention that he always gives credit. His first album, HIV, Humanity is Vanishing, most of the songs in that album are samples. Most of the songs in that album are samples and featurings that he did. And there is none of the song that he did not give credit to the original authors.
So Mosina Nasako, if you're watching, your doubt or whatever is clarified. Jovi gives credit to people he samples, their song and all of that. So what can you tell us about, where do you see Jovi moving with his, because I see him making a move. Just imagine for years, for close to how many years, Jovi is this powerful, but he has not been with the media. He actually isolated himself, but notwithstanding, everyone attests of his strength as an artist. Now, with him coming out and embracing the media, I just saw a screenshot. Something on someone's timeline, like Equinox. Jovi will be on Equinox. The other day I saw for Canada. So what can you tell us about this recent move? Is Jovi up to something?
If Jovi is... Jovi has always been this kind of open person, just that he's an open-close person, as I would say.
Open-close person. Okay.
If you are not closer to him, you will not know that he's open. But if you are looking at him from the outside, you think that he's close, because they have disrespected him a lot in the industry. They have done many things to him that he decided to say, like, okay, let me now take time and focus on myself and my craft, and forget about these people. And I think everything that he does, he does it for a reason. Like the Equinox show and the Equinox interview and all of that.
Yeah.
That they're talking. Okay, during the DOMAF,
yes,
he made with these guys. Boko for change. They have a movement, Boko for change.
Boko for change. I saw something like that on Facebook.
Yes.
Jovi trying to endorse the movement.
He made with these guys Boko for change. These guys are like people we can call Nangambuku.
Yes.
Now, they being Nangambuku, like street people, street guys, they have decided not to go into robbery or other stuff. They have decided to
embrace a positive change.
So now Jovi being a Mboko person too, he saw their vision. He saw what they are doing as being as encouraging. And he's there to encourage them. He even made mention in his tweet, calling on the Mboko gang, that the Mboko gang should join him to support these guys, and I believe they are planning to do that, to support the guys. So
talking about are you not part of the Mboko gang?
I'm not talking about I'm not here to talk about the Mboko gang.
Okay.
So now the Mboko for change, they are doing their sensitization and all of that, and they have gotten through DOMAF.
Yeah.
They came in contact with Fijil. He works with, I think it's Equinox.
Canada.
Is it Canada or Equinox? Yeah. One of them. He was part of the host of DOMAF. So I think it is through that collaboration that they are now on these television platforms telling their stories and stuff.
I get it.
Telling their stories with Jovi at the back pushing them.
but you see his recent outing like with the media. Is it gonna add like a boost to him, propagating him, like pushing him where he's supposed to be, or what he
Now,
has not?
with the media,
Yeah.
I think what the outings, like I just said, the outings with the media now is to push the guys
But I
behind
understand
Boko for change.
you already explained that. I understand.
With the
I'm
media,
talking about Jovi himself. Do you think it will
with the
give him a
mainstream
boost?
media,
Right.
with the mainstream media,
Because he's not been coming out to the media. You
Jovi,
understand?
I don't think this is going to make the mainstream media to embrace him. Why? Because the mainstream media, they like people they can control.
They like people they can control.
Yeah, they like people they can control. And Jovi is not that kind of person.
Keyword. The mainstream media, they like people they can control.
And Jovi is not that kind of
Jovi
person.
is not that kind of a person.
So,
okay.
if if they approach him for something good, I think he's going to accept. But if it is this kind of mind playing games and stuff like that, well, as he came, he's still going to vanish.
People have heard from Bertrand. He was there at DOMAF, and we saw the interview Jovi did online. And we would just like to plead with Jovi to tell him we would like for him to stay the way he is right now, coming out to talk to people so that we can feel his mindset directly. Yeah, sometimes most of his tweets they come from a place of anger, but the way he actually spoke, he spoke his mind in that video. We like to see him in such mode so that people out there will understand him more. We see him now commenting on blogs, interacting. We like all of that. That's progress. And we like the healing that is taking place in the industry. And thanks to Jovi for letting the younger ones know exactly where they hurt him. And we've seen the movements from them. A lot of them went out there and tendered the apologies to him, and he accepted apologies and said, "Let love lead, peace, love and peace." That's what he said. So we should continue in this spirit, and from time to time we'll have Bertrand here in my studio. Until next time, it's been your boy Davis E. Tabot, aka Chef Dawei. Follow us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and if you haven't subscribed to this channel, hit that button right now. We got a lot in store for you. Thank you very much for staying with us right up to this moment. Bye.